Morning everyone, and welcome back to Schneid's 15. I guess it might not be morning where you are. We got the trailer on here and we are heading into a spot. We got a really nice area here. This used to be a lake back in the day. It was dammed up for the CP rail. Anyways, when I bought my 59, it come with this 57. It's got no front axle in it, so it's gonna be interesting here. But we're gonna see what we can come up with and see if we can get this thing yanked onto my trailer. Looks like the remnants of like a 39 maybe, GMC I'd say. Pretty cool. Coming through the yard here, we gotta figure out how to get this thing on. A lot of cool stuff here to check out. What is this? Convertible. So I'm hoping we can get up into here. And the idea is to pull this thing on backwards. So it's a 57 GMC, really nice shape actually, but the, whatever you call it up here, cab, sorry, is crunched. So gonna see what we can do, try and find another cab for it, but front end's all there. It's got some dings and dents, but we'll see what we can do here. So I put a couple fence posts right underneath there. See if it'll come now. I got a guy coming with the tractor, so we'll see. I can move that ramp if you want, unless you're lined up on it. Perfect. Up. We are battling a storm here and we are ahead of time. I forgot my microphone, and I should say we're ahead of time for that storm. I just bought this 57 grain truck. It's for a future project that you guys are gonna like. I need this cab in particular off of it. And in the meantime, I'll tell you what we paid. I couldn't pass up this deal. This truck runs and drives, or did only a couple years ago. It's a 63 GMC. And it was 200 bucks if I want to take it, so we'll come back and get her. Anyways, let's get this loaded up. I don't have my tripod or nothing. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing, and we'll compile this into the video. But we got ourselves a cool cab here, pretty good shape. Got some rust up there, but overall pretty decent. Just giving it a once over and we are just about out of here. That's a good looking truck. I hate to dissect it, but the other one's gonna look better. Let's get this old girl sucked on. I like this one. All loaded up. We'll see you back at the farm. She's in her final resting spot. There's the one we're getting to next. So I'm sure you guys have figured it out by now. This truck right here that we brought home, after I left that day after the big storm, I went up and made a deal on that grain truck that you guys seen and brought it home. And I'm thinking you guys are gonna figure out what we're gonna do with it. I found an axle. Thank you to Mr. Redneck Coachworks, my buddy Glenn. He frame swapped his 59 to an 03 Silverado. So he had the whole frame left. Well, he didn't quite have it. He had given it away. Anyways, through the network of people, I got the frame. So we got the front leaf springs coming. We got everything. We're getting the whole frame. So we can make this a complete truck again and get it driving. And if anybody was curious, the $200 grain truck, it does run and the hoist works. I just had to clean out a huge mouse nest out of it. It stunk. Doesn't even stink anymore. She's got 40,000 miles on her. And yeah, runs, drives, doesn't quite stop. I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. We got the pallet on there, the skid, a couple 5,000-pound ratchet straps, and we're gonna gently lift up and see what it does. I don't know about you, but I think that's a pretty good color match. We'll take it. Let's get this thing set down. All I can say is just wow. That is amazing. The only thing that you can see for color difference is where just the edges of the doors, they must have sprayed them differently, and you'll see that the back here, the green box shadowed that, so you can see the paint difference where they had repainted at one point, but we can take care of that. Grab the frame, look at that view. Okay, I just got back from getting this 59 frame. Didn't want to take a video while I was at the guy's place, but we got ourselves 4 tires or 3 good tires. We got a rear diff that I might need. We got a front axle and all the stuff that we're gonna need in there, so that's perfect. I just wanted to take a minute before we get doing this. We got some rusty bolts here. Want to say thank you to KKSEVENS here for sending me this induction heater kit. I've seen these for years online, and you know, they've always been super expensive, and I've just never thought about getting one. I've always thought about torches. There's been many times where I've been somewhere with a torch and burnt stuff, but the cool thing about this is it's magnetic induction. So this doesn't actually get hot, but whatever's inside it will get hot as long as it's a ferrous metal that it's magnetic. It comes with a nice kit here of a bunch of different ones for different sizes because you don't want it touching, you want some gap around it. So it comes with all kinds of different ones, and it comes with a few here so you can wrap it the way you want around whatever you're working on. To demonstrate here, I'm just gonna plug it in. You just plug that in together, and you'll hear it start up, and it blows air through here to keep it cool. And then you just you got a button right here, and you put it around your object, and right there I'm hitting it. So let's see how long this takes. Well, that worked really good. It was about a minute there I held it on, and I just wanted to show you guys that I use this adjustable to do it because it's, you know, it's not a tight fit on here and I don't got a lot of leverage. I just wanted to show you how easy it did come off. I didn't even heat it until it was quite red, but that was about a minute. This thing's only about 150 bucks for the 1300 watt model. They make a 1500 watt model too. It's about 200, but yeah, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. we go. Due to fitment issues of the 4-speed, I ended up just taking out the 3 3/4 inch bolts and unbolting that there. I hope I can find a 3-speed and it'll just make it more simple because I can use the factory drive shaft that came with it and I don't have to mock everything up. I'll be able to just bolt in a 3-speed. They're very light to bolt in, hook up my linkages, put it on the drive shaft, and we can drive. After sneaking the engine in there, I thought I'd just put this thing on the trailer. Picked it up with the tractor, set it on there. We're gonna bring it home because I gotta finish up everything at home. I've done enough here. My workplace has let me use the tractors and all that stuff, and I'm really thankful for that, but it's time that this thing goes home. I threw the clip in, threw everything in. We're gonna shoot home, get this unloaded, and then we can carry on. When we last left off, I threw this thing off the trailer, got it home, slid it in here, and I parked it. All I've done is I took the steering column off camera and I bolted it in and put the steering wheel on. Trust me, you guys did not want to watch me do that. That was not a nice job to do. But anyways, she's here. It's bolted in, it's centered. It looks so good. I still love that Chevy dash. It's gonna be cool. Only you guys and the people that are observant are gonna know that it has a different dash in it. Anyways, I'd really like to button this thing up and get the cab on, or the front clip on, I should say, and just get it looking like a truck again. I got some linkages to hook up, the clutch linkage, all that little stuff in there. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that this engine runs. I figured it didn't take too much time, you know, just throwing it in here and hoping it ran. But let's see if it actually runs. That sounds good. Give her some fuel. No wonder those weren't working. Look at how corroded those are. We'll grab some sandpaper. Okay, I'm thinking she should go now. Those points were dirty. Yeah, that made a difference. As far as I'm concerned, that runs really good. I'm gonna button up a few linkages here for my e-brake. The rad's gotta go in, which will go on after the front clip's in so we don't damage anything. We'll throw this front clip on, I guess. Should probably wait for someone, but we're gonna get this on. These little clips in here are battling me. It's funny, they're not like you'd think. One goes on the inside on this side, and the other one goes on the outside, just how it's built. Well, that was a good workout, but she's on. Doesn't that look way better? I think it looks awesome. I just threw the bumper here because I'm gonna slide it on. I know I can't have it on yet, but it just looks so sad without it. So let's slap that thing on there quick and see what it looks like. Stay. How's that look? That look better? Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. That looks way better. I love these GMCs just because of that. Just those bullets on the bumper or bonnets or whatever you want to call them, they just look amazing. Here I thought I was going to be shorted for room. Look at that. I'm not shorted for room at all. I guess while we're at it, we'll toss this hood on, get it on, and then everything's buttoned up and we can worry about the rest. And there she be, she's reassembled as one truck again. We still got to get it driving, we know it runs. Man, we've covered a lot of ground in this episode, guys. I got some body work to do. You can see there's a kink in the hood right there. Obviously, this is kinked. We got some stuff in here that we got to work out. But man, what an awesome truck. I would have never thought of this. I've been going hard making this video for about 3 weeks now. I hope you guys like the compilation. I was gonna do it in 2 parts, but then I decided I'd get it all back together like this, and then we're gonna split now, and we have to do some work finding a transmission for it. So we'll touch base with you guys again. We're gonna get to fitting the front end, getting it all bolted down, get the rad in, get the transmission in, and hopefully drive this thing. I mean, this thing, 3 weeks ago, it was destined for scrap or parts, but I think we've proved that theory wrong. I do have the factory drive shaft here. It's nice and straight and in good shape. It's got a slip yoke. That's why I don't want to use the 4-speed, because the 4-speed, I'd have to make up my own hanger bearing and slip yoke. So I'll just find a 3-speed, put it back in there, and this will be the truck that it'll be what it once was. We got to get the back of the cab sanded as well, get it looking like this, and hopefully, obviously there was some body work here where there was dents, so maybe I'll have to buy some orange paint, blend that in the best I can, or some red oxide primer or black primer, and we'll feed or spread that in and make it look as factory as we can. Again, I truly appreciate you guys watching, and I love your comments. We got so many comments. I was able to hear so many great stories. I just really love that you guys are commenting and just paying attention. I love when you pick out what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, because there's a lot of it, but we got it slapped together. Now we'll dial it in. We'll see you next time for part 2 of the 57 revival.